welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Carrie and this is Carrie's Priceless WW Journey. So the video I'm bringing you today is a little bit different. I was tagged in a tag video by Joan over at Joan's Pointed Plate. Joan, thank you for thinking of me and inviting me to participate in this tag. So the tag is a little bit of everything tag. Sorry, I have it pulled up on my computer over here, so you'll see me glancing over for the questions. So it's 10 random questions. It's just a fun way to get to know those of us that you follow on YouTube. If you're just coming over to my channel, welcome. I have been doing Weight Watchers since January of 2019. I have lost a little over 40 pounds. Officially on Weight Watchers 38 and then an additional 5 prior to starting Weight Watchers. I am at goal. I'm actually a little below goal. I'm working on getting a little further below goal. And I share about my journey through weight loss, how I feel like Weight Watchers has allowed me to find myself, like me for the first time. And so I hope that you will decide to subscribe to my channel and stick around. I share what I eat in a day. I share some grocery hauls and some meal plans. I don't do really heavy meal prep, but I do some little mini meal preps and things like that along the way. So let's jump right into the questions so you all can find out a little bit of everything. So question number 1 is, what time do you go to bed? So my true nature is a night owl. I love being up late. I love being up after everyone else has gone to bed. That was always my time when the kids were little. I would stay up, and that's whenever I could watch TV that I wanted to, or I could, clean house. I cleaned house and grocery shopped at midnight in my younger days. Now, that's my true self. That's what I would like to do. Now that I'm older and all those kind of things, I'm typically in bed by 9:30. I mean, 10 o'clock is a late night. On the weekends, if I'm up till 11, I think I have partied hard. So I'm usually in bed pretty early. I'm not a morning person. I don't wake well in the mornings. I don't like to be woken in the mornings. So my true nature is a night owl, but right now I go to bed pretty early. Question number 2, if you can only choose one fast food restaurant, what would it be? And this one's a tough one because I do like my fast food. And I would think if I could only have one fast food, I kind of think it has to be Arby's. I'm torn because I am a Chick-fil-A lover. And I've always liked Chick-fil-A, but there's something about Arby's that is just reminiscent of my childhood. It was a place that my grandfather always wanted to go have an Arby's sandwich when he was in town. And it's just kind of a comfort. It's a comfort food for me. So I think it would probably be Arby's. A classic roast beef, a couple of potato cakes, some Arby's sauce. It's good stuff. Yeah, I think it would be Arby's. Okay, so question number 3. What part of your body could use some lotion? The number 1 part of my body that can always use lotion are my feet. My heels are dry, dry, dry all the time. It doesn't matter if I just got a pedicure and they did the little shave thing and got all the dry skin off, they're still dry. And for that matter, really in the winter time, especially, most of my body, I just need lotion. And I itch and all that kind of craziness. So primarily my heels, but really all over. Number 4, when things break, do you fix or replace? Well, I am very fortunate in that I am married to a handyman. I would be absolutely lost. I cannot imagine having to spend money to have people come fix things or repair things or build things or whatever. Like he takes care of our cars, he takes care of the yard, he takes care of the house. He just does all those things. So if it is something that can be fixed and it makes financial sense to repair it, then we will usually try to repair it. Obviously, there are times that it just doesn't make financial sense to repair something that's just really worn out, or probably you're going to just be throwing more money into it again, so we will replace whenever it's that time, but for the most part, it can be fixed. So I'm lucky with that. Number 5, if you had all the money in the world, what would be the first thing you would buy? The first thing I would buy, I think, if I had all the money in the world, would be a big piece of land. Like a lot of land far removed from other people. Excuse me. I think that would be the first thing. Obviously, I would, if I had that kind of money, like all the money in the world, I would take care of my children. My daughter Amber would not live 4 hours from me. She would live on the other side of the property. She could have a corner, Hannah could have a corner, Scott and I can have a corner, but it would be a big enough piece of property that we could, steer clear of one another when we needed to. So that's what I would buy. And just being able to have all of my family together would just, I miss having them all together. So that would be the first thing I would buy. Number 6, would you rather keep the same sleep schedule or hibernate for 3 months and have the other 9 months of 24/7 alertness without being tired? I'm going to keep my same schedule. I've talked about this before. Those of you who are familiar with my story know that I lost a child 21 years ago. She was 6 years old and had a rare genetic disease. Life is precious. It's short. We are not guaranteed tomorrow. I want to enjoy every single moment. It's so important. It's so important to me to not let a moment slip by, to make sure that I tell the people in my life that how I feel about them, because there just are no guarantees. You could walk outside and something could happen. You could be sitting in your chair and something could happen. Like, there are just no guarantees. So I am not giving up 3 months of hibernation because I don't want to miss a moment. So definitely keep my same sleep schedule. Number 7. This one makes me laugh. Have you ever cried at a movie? And name it. What movie have I not cried at? So probably I would say my first true memory of just losing it at a movie would probably be one of 2 movies, and I can't remember which one came first because they're both in the same timeline. But Ghost with Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore, and Beaches with Bette Midler. Those 2 movies, I remember just sobbing uncontrollably. Ghost, I remember doing the thing. So yeah, definitely those 2 movies. And then my favorite other sobbing, crying memory moment was Marley and Me with the dog. And it was Hannah and Amy and I, which is my cousin. She was in my Brittany's birthday video. thing. She's my person. And the three of us were curled up in my bed when we were watching Marley and Me, and we are all just like sobbing uncontrollably and then laughing because we're crying, like just the whole thing. So I can cry at a commercial. I cry because someone else is crying. I'm a crier. I'm an emotional person, and it is something that I just embrace. So yeah, I'm definitely a crier in the movies. So, and I love movies that I think are going to make me cry in the privacy of my own home. If I think that a movie, if I know based on like previews of a movie that it's going to make me cry, I'm not going to the theater for it, because I don't want to do that. I want to do it in my own house. So I'm going to wait till it's available on demand or something, watch it at home. Okay, so where are we at? Number 8, is never returning something you borrowed the same as stealing? Yes. If you borrow something and you just choose not to return it, then that's definitely stealing. If you borrow something and everybody forgets about it, I don't think that's stealing. You know, if you find it and go, oh yeah, I remember I borrowed this thing, and you still don't return it like intentionally, then that's stealing. But it's kind of it's a gray area, you know. I think most of the time if you borrow something, you're not intending to steal it, but yeah, that's what I think. Okay, so number 9, would you rather have a clogged nose or a piece of green food stuck in your teeth? I'm taking the green food in my teeth. Yeah. Clogged noses are no, trying to sleep when you can't breathe and then sleeping sitting up, or clogged noses and runny noses, no fun. I'll take the green in my teeth and just move on down the road. So the number 10 question is, what is something you've learned this past week? This one's tough. I feel like I learn something new every day. To come up with something specific that I learned this week, I think I would just have to say that I'm very blessed, which I don't know if that's really something I learned, but I feel very fortunate to be where I'm at in my life, to have the people in my life that I do, who surround me, who encourage me, who cheerlead for me, who have encouraged me to do this, to share my life in such a raw, vulnerable way. And I think maybe I've learned, even just not in this last week, but just over this last month and a half, that maybe I'm stronger than I thought I was, you know? So I'm very thankful. I'm thankful for this community. I am thankful for those of you who are my faithful watchers. It makes me smile. You know who you are when you comment on every one of my videos within moments of it being posted. And it just makes my heart swell. And it makes me cry sometimes too, because I am so lucky. So thank you all for sticking around. I know I kind of got long-winded on a couple of these. I'm sorry. I meant to keep this a little shorter. But it was fun. And I hope that you all enjoyed just learning a little more, you know, kind of random things about me. So I'm going to choose 2 people to tag, and I hope that they will take the time to share a little bit of everything with you all. And so I'm going to tag Ashley at FitFrugalAsh and B over at B's Journey. So I will link their channels below in the description box. And I hope that you all will check out their channels and tell them I sent you, and hopefully give them a couple of days. Hopefully they will film this a little bit of everything, if I can get that out, video for you all. So Be sure, if you haven't already, to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you would, and hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload new content. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.